State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Washington's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Ohio State's offense will have its first possession of the game. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Here comes the heat. Escapes trouble. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBlanc. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll try to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice move, create some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Washington right back to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They just left that pass short, not enough juice on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in, it's Carr. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Wants to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Miller.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's LeBlanc.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. It kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out! Snowed under by the defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Pulls it in. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he's dragged down. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon is currently ahead right now at Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Off-play action. It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Washington wants to go quickly. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Hard running there.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Harris. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Full wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Shaw. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Huskies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The give on the option. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking team.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch near the 50. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Lewis wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push him downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Washington right back to the line. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to booted away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Gives it on the option. Makes a man miss.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Lewis to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The inside handoff. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington wants to go quickly.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. Quick
completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Fires to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 39 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys. And
it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They want to throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt this one away.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Washington right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the give off the left side. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this is the point of the game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Lewis wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... Touchdown, Huskies! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Running to Green, and he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Got a man, it's Moon. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Finds his big tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lewis to throw. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington wants to go quickly. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls it in. It's Bell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.